Hello everyone. In this video we are going to discuss a very important method, that is Williamson synthesis for the preparation of ethers. So in the previous video we had seen how to obtain ethers via dehydration of alcohols. We had also seen that method suffered from few disadvantages, like it was used for the preparation of ethers with only primary alkyl groups attached to it, as well as it was used only for the synthesis of symmetrical ethers. Now Williamson synthesis can be used for the preparation of symmetrical as well as unsymmetrical ethers. So what happens in this reaction is that alkyl halide reacts with sodium alkoxide to give corresponding ethers, that is RH plus R-ONA. When it reacts, alkoxide ion attacks this alkyl halide to give ether as a final product. Now the advantage of this is that it can be used to prepare both symmetrical and unsymmetrical ethers. At the same time, it can also be used to prepare ethers which have secondary or tertiary alkyl groups attached to it. Now you can see that in this reaction we have an alkyl halide and an alkoxide ion, and it is always preferable to have a primary alkyl halide and secondary or a tertiary alkoxide ion. As you can see here in this reaction, here we have a tertiary alkoxide ion and a primary alkyl halide, and this reaction can result in ethers. Now what happens if we had a secondary or a tertiary alkyl halide? In that case, what happens is elimination can compete with substitution, and most likely we might end up getting an alkene as well. For example, if you look at this reaction, here we have a tertiary alkyl halide and we have a methoxide ion. So you can see that this reaction will result in an alkene and nowhere there is a formation of ether. This is mainly because here we have a very bulky substrate. The tertiary alkyl halide is highly sterically hindered for the methoxide ion to reach the CX bond or CBr bond to result in substitution, and it would rather abstract a hydrogen atom, resulting in elimination, giving us alkene instead of ether, which is the desired product. So this is mainly because alkoxide ions are good nucleophiles. At the same time, they are very strong bases such that it results in elimination. Now another important thing to note here is that phenols can also be converted to ethers via Williamson synthesis method. That is, phenol, when it reacts with aqueous NaOH, it gives phenoxide ion, and this phenoxide ion can react with an alkyl halide, giving alkyl phenyl ether as the final product. I hope you are very clear on how to obtain ethers via Williamson synthesis and what are the various advantages this method has over dehydration of alcohols to prepare ethers. Thank you.